This module is part of the Beyond Cold Cloud series that addresses cold cloud user-level functions. This learning module shows you how to generate a minimum, maximum, and average value table report using the Beyond Cold Cloud interface. Within Cold Cloud, minimum, maximum, and average value table reports give a tabled view of the maximum, average, minimum, and mean kinetic temperature values logged by Cold Cloud for the specified sensors, assets, and sites during the defined reporting period. Before you proceed, it's important that you watch and understand the learning module on how to specify a report's parameters. As usual, we've started at the Cold Cloud dashboard view. To start viewing and generating reports, navigate to the Reports section. In the previous module, we learned how to define a report subject and reporting period. With that knowledge as our foundation, we'll proceed to generating a minimum, maximum, and average value table report. For demonstration, note that we've selected the Botswana tree and we've chosen our reporting period. Now, we click the Min-Max AVG Report button. This is typical of what you would see in a minimum, maximum, and average value report. Note that values logged by any Cold Cloud device in test mode is excluded from the report. Note also that the report statistics consist of readings taken by the refrigerator temperature, ambient temperature, and relative humidity sensors connected to various devices, which are in turn located at the region's specified sites. The purpose of this report is to create a record of the minimum, maximum, and average values that were logged by Cold Cloud during the reporting period you specified. Values are recorded for every sensor and probe specified in the report parameters. Minimum values are recorded along with the date and time on which they were logged. Maximum values are also recorded along with the date and time on which they were logged. Average values are recorded as a function of the values collected throughout the reporting period that was specified. The mean kinetic temperature values are the average temperature values seen in the average row. This row is devoted exclusively to temperature values and does not include any other values, for example, relative humidity. To print the view as a paper report, click the Printer button and use the Print dialog to print the report. To export the report as a comma-separated values file or a spreadsheet file, click the X button and follow the prompts. We've reached the end of this Cold Cloud user-level functions module. Now that you know more about this subject, please feel free to view all other modules addressing Cold Cloud's user-level functions and capabilities. Thank you for your time.